Welcome back, everybody. So today I have 2 cans of tuna. So I am going to basically feed my family with these 2 cans of tuna, and I'm going to be making these crispy tuna patties. I'm also going to be making sopita de conchas. This is basically a tomato broth type soupy pasta side dish that I like to make with these. Super easy, delicious, and honestly, I actually wasn't going to film this today, but I couldn't remember if I've done a video specifically like this, so I'm going to show you, and maybe you will make it yourself, or you might like it, or it might remind you of a dish from your childhood like it does me. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I will be using 4 eggs. It's basically like 2 eggs per can of tuna. And I forgot to tell you, each can is drained, it's 4 ounces, but without draining it, it's tuna and water, it's about 5 ounces. So anyways, I'm going to separate the whites and the yolks from with the eggs. These are 4 large eggs. Okay, so whites here, yolks over here. I'm going to fluff these up to stiff peaks and fold it in. This will just give the patty a little bit more of a crispier, airier, lighter texture. You don't have to do that. This is just an extra thing I do, and actually my grandmother did it this way, so going into the fridge just for a little bit to chill. Okay, so here I have my yolks. I'm just going to break them apart. Now I'm going to add my 2 cans of tuna. Going to give this a mix and sort of break up the tuna. I'm also going to season this. Season it with salt, pepper, or things that you like. I'm going in with some lemon pepper. I just think lemon pepper goes great with seafood. Now I'm going to, I guess, pepper. I'm going to use some black pepper. Whoops. I'm going to go in with some salt. Some granulated garlic powder, and the amounts are just up to you. Start with just a couple shakes and work your way from there, I guess. It's up to you. Some people don't like dry ingredients, some people do. It's just what you like. So I'm just going to mix this until everything is combined well and the tuna is broken apart. Okay, so this is mixed and combined and broken apart. I'm going to set this aside and start working on my conchitas. Then we're going to put these together and fry them up. I want everything sort of done at the same time. Okay, so here I have my little pot with the lid. It's already preheating on like a medium heat. I'm going to add some oil, about 2 tablespoons. That should do it. And here I have a 7.05 ounce or 200 grams of shells. These are pasta shells. Right into my pot. And I'm going to toast these. It's going to take maybe 5 to 10 minutes. You want these toasted because it'll help keep the texture and shape. It won't get too bloated and soggy once it's done cooking. So that's why I like to toast them very well. You want this to toast over a medium to medium low heat until they are golden brown and toasty. Okay, so as you can see, these are toasty. I'm actually going to add some onion powder, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm adding it now because I sort of want it to warm through and kind of, this is garlic powder, another 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon. And this is optional because I know a lot of people don't like this. I like it. It's ground cumin, just a little bit, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm going to just mix that quickly. I don't want it to burn, but I want it to toast. Now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup, 4 fluid ounces of tomato puree. And now I'm going to add 2.5 cups of water. Gonna give that a mix. It already smells great. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon, just right into there. And I'm using chicken bouillon powder. It's 1 tablespoon. Gonna give that a mix, let that mix in, and that's gonna give it that tomato chicken flavor. Now some cracked black pepper, and I'm going to add 1 bay leaf. That's optional. I like the flavor of bay leaf when I have it. I like to use it in things like this. So now you're going to bring this up to a simmer. Now you're going to cover with a lid and lower the heat. And I'm going to let this cook for about 18 to 20 minutes, just on a gentle simmer, covered. And this is not going to be extra soupy today. It'll be a little bit soupy, but if you want things to be more soupy, then maybe add 4 cups of water. So I'm going to let this continue cooking, and I'm going to finish my tuna patties. Okay, so here are my chilled egg whites. I'm going to beat these until stiff peaks form. And at the soft peak stage, I'm going to dust in maybe a tablespoon or so of cornstarch. That'll just help stabilize it when I kind of fold it into the tuna. So here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take like a tablespoon of cornstarch, just kind of dust it in here loosely. And I'm going to continue beating this until stiff peaks form. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna try to work quickly here. I have my little pan preheating already. And I don't want my egg whites to deflate, so I'm going to add half, fold it in, and then half again. Fluffy and airy, so it'll just make for a less compacted, dense patty. And it's not necessary. It'll all be good if you don't do this. I know my grandma did this, and the texture was really good. And once you're done folding this in, you're just going to scoop a spoon of this into your preheated pan with oil, and you're just going to fry these up, and that is it. There we go. Love it. All right. Just like that. There we go. And if it gets too hot, you want to lower the heat. I'm going to cook these maybe a minute to a minute and a half on each side. Okay, so I've turned off my sopita. I'm just going to let it sit there covered. I'm not going to lift the lid. It cooked for about 18 minutes, and then these will be firm to the touch when they are ready. So this one is done. And I'm just going to put this on a plate lined with paper towels, or you could use a baking sheet with a rack. So I'm going to remove these from the pan and repeat the process until all of my little tuna patties are done. Okay, so all of my little tuna patties are done, and so is the sopita de conchas. That's it. Okay, so take a look at that. That's pretty much what a serving looks like. I'm going to try the patty for you guys, and I want to show you. It's hot. The patty is so crispy and light because I fluffed up the egg whites. Now, you don't have to do that. There's times where I just throw it all together and just mix it. It's good. but it does make a slight textural difference. But anyways, this is really delicious, and it's also a gluten-free option if you think about it. I didn't add any breadcrumbs to it. Really good. Okay guys, so I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching. Bye.